Welcome to Strip Cover Lit. I'm Adrian Fort.
And I'm Dalton Gentry.
And I'm looking for Mark Twain. I have too many books.
Mark Twain's in there somewhere. Oh well, we don't need Mark. I don't like him anyway.
We're here to do something that we do every month. What are we doing?
We are doing our November TBR. Give people an idea of what we're going to be reading in case they want to read along with us.
And the most wonderful thing about Tibber is I'm the only one.
Have you been saving that for a while?
No. Nope.
I'm proud of you. That was beautiful.
Wasn't it?
So we are going to take a, not so much a relaxed approach to November, but we are not going to hit like we hit in October, because we did way too many reviews in October.
Yeah.
But we do have some good quality reviews coming in here, and we're going to keep informed with some things that we always do.
And we're going to probably be dropping things here and there that we haven't scheduled.
Yes. And as always with this is subject to change. This is never a permanent schedule. Sometimes we like to mix stuff up. Sometimes we like to...
Quit giving disclaimers.
That's a good disclaimer to have. Okay. Anyway, as you have already seen, we did drop a review on Ernest Hemingway's Indian Camp.
Yep.
First of the month. That's always a good thing. We also moved on with Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Which I've already burned, so I don't have a copy of that.
We did Variety Hour, because Variety Hour is always a good thing. So here you are today, getting TBR. We wrapped up October, which is always good. But our first novel that we will be hitting in November, Loner, Teddy Wayne. You're reading this one right now.
I am reading. I am in the process. You have already read it.
I have read it.
I don't like it.
You don't like anything that I suggest.
This feels so far like an author who is in love with the idea of being a writer.
Okay. I'm gonna.
You know how I feel about that.
I'm going to hope we change that for you. I think the ending to that novel is beautiful. But it is a new author, a very modern author. This is an advanced copy, but I do believe it has published some time ago. What's the spine?
September 20th?
September 13th. So within a month, it's been published. So that's not bad. I like it. Hopefully you'll change your mind about it. We'll also be continuing forward Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Also, this is, I believe, what is referred to as new adult fiction.
Okay.
Not young adult fiction. So we're dealing with college years, early 20s, mid-20s maybe, somewhere in there.
Interesting.
Yeah. Which is the first venture I have had into something that is sort of officially young or new adult.
It's terrifying to think that we're actually doing things that are pertinent and popular.
This isn't popular. This won't be popular.
It'll be popular.
Bad.
I'm actually going to skip ahead now to the next novel we'll be reading, because we do have a lot of Harry Potter, a lot of Variety Hour. Harry Potter's always on Wednesday. Variety Hour's always on Thursday. We are going to sprinkle in some patron poems throughout the weekends. Oh, it's not that one. It's not that one yet.
I know.
The next novel we'll be reading is The Sellout.
Hopefully,
as long as we can procure a copy of it.
As long as it's not sold out.
Yes. But we will be reading The Sellout because it won the Man Booker Prize.
Yeah.
Can we tell a story about this now?
Go ahead. I don't know where you're going.
Okay, so way back when, and we were looking at, what we should be reading, I said we should probably do something popular. And I said, Adrian, how about The Sellout? This looks like it's getting pretty popular. It should be a good read. And I do believe your exact words. You said, I'm not going to read something that's called The Sellout. And you dismissed it. And it continued to gain popularity. I'm like, so we really should probably do this. And you said, no, absolutely not. And then, lo and behold, there it is on the Man Booker shortlist. And I said, well, we screwed the pooch on this one. Glad we didn't review this 3 or 4 months ago so we'd be prepared. Aren't we going to feel like jackasses if it wins the Man Booker Prize? And here we are. So, I would like to go back to my previous statement of saying that Teddy Wayne's Loner will be popular.
Yeah, I don't remember this conversation that you're speaking
Oh,
about.
it happened.
No.
You've got that smirky look on you. It happened.
No.
I suggested that we read The Sellout months ago.
It sounds stupid, though, now that you're talking about it. It sounds dumb. I doubt it goes anywhere.
So, if you are not familiar with how this channel works, once a year, Dalton is allowed to have a really good idea. And that was my allotted idea for the year. Pop! And it's done.
Shot it out there.
It's done. I hate you so much sometimes. But let's see, what else do we have here?
You have to admit that you've established yourself as picking shitty books.
I would like to think no.
You pick shitty books.
I would like to think no.
Terrible reading.
No.
Bad writing, miserable characters.
Saying that we should have read The Sellout 6 months ago was like picking the Powerball numbers and not buying a ticket.
I don't know that it's that big a deal.
Oh, yeah.
It's not that big
Oh,
a
yeah.
deal.
I would have felt so good if we praised it and it won the Man Booker. You would have felt so good if you said it was shit and it won the Man Booker.
Yeah, but I don't think you understand what the... Okay, so I'm saying is a fair type of analogy.
Okay.
The analogy itself is not fair. Picking the lottery numbers and then not buying a ticket is suicide level behavior. Right? Like,
Okay.
that's the sort of thing where you go, okay, that was my shot, I'm done.
I had a good run.
Yeah.
It was fun. Apparently, maybe we'll just ask Bob Dylan's opinion on how things work, because apparently Bob Dylan is literature now. I listened to Tangled Up in Blue the other day because that's the only Bob Dylan song I know.
Yeah.
Just awful.
I don't...
Yep.
What? What is he saying?
We'll get into that on Variety Hour, I think.
New
Because,
poetic expressions?
in
You
addition,
mean unintelligible?
in addition to doing some book reviews this month, we are going to be trying to bring back the Sixth List.
Yes.
We shot it back last month, and a lot of people were really excited to see it. They really enjoyed the format.
And by that we mean we got 3 positive comments.
Yes, which is better than we normally get. But we do have a couple of ideas rolling around. We've considered doing 6 writer things that ruin writers.
Yeah.
And we've also talked about doing 6 great stories from the 30s, because
Yeah.
the 30s were a great time for literature. What else are we going to be doing here? Like I said, a lot of patron poems. Patron poems are good. You're more familiar with this one than I am, so you shoot this out here.
A good man is hard to find. A good man is hard to find.
A good man's hard to buy, but hey.
A good man is hard to find, and a hard man is good to find, right? Is that what my mom used to say?
What?
You all right?
I'm not supposed to laugh super loud anymore because you get noise complaints, but that's funny. That's funny. Carry on.
But Flannery O'Connor, and when did we announce it? We announced that we were going to be doing this last month, right?
We talked about doing some Flannery O'Connor.
Flannery O'Connor is a writer that is drastically underrated outside of literary realms, and hell, even inside the literary world, I think she's very underrated. I don't think we read any of her throughout our undergrad degree.
I'm not familiar at all with it.
And I didn't read any while getting my master's degree. But she is a superior writer that is capable of things and twists and turns and emotions in her writing that you cannot describe outside of the writing. That's how you know it's good writing.
Okay.
Right? You cannot summarize a Flannery O'Connor piece.
Okay. We're also going to have another review that week. We're going to be doing some Mark Twain, much to my dismay, because I'm not a Mark Twain fan. The Man That Corrupted Hadleyburg, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. We've been assigned Mark Twain. A lot of people, almost everybody's read Tom Sawyer, Huckleberry Finn, something like that. The Jumping Frog of Who Gives a Damn County. I don't like Mark Twain. I never have.
I think that you will like Mark Twain better this time around.
I hope so, and I have been proven wrong before.
You're a little longer in the tooth than you were.
A little longer in the tooth, but I still really don't like Mark Twain.
Okay.
But we're going to give it a shot. More patron poems, and finally, the last novel that we will be doing this month, San Miguel, T.C. Boyle.
T.C. Boyle.
T.C. Boyle, hugely popular on BookTube. I mean, everybody reviews him, so...
I have read a lot of T.C. Boyle short stories. I have never read a T.C. Boyle novel.
Okay.
I picked this up on a discount rack. 1 copy for me, 1 copy for Dalton, because I am the civic-minded one here.
He's a gentleman. T.C. Boyle actually got his master's through the Iowa Writers Workshop.
Yep.
Therefore, he's a bizarre-looking
Yeah,
man. I
is.
imagine that's how I'm going to look in like 40 years. But we talked a lot about the Iowa Writers Workshop recently, so I think it'd be interesting to read a little T.C. Boyle.
Yeah.
My first introduction, we were going to read Caviar at one point in time, but we never made it around to it through a series of circumstance that got me yelled at through text message. So we're not going to go there.
It was not yelling at. It was a stern talking to.
It was yelling via text message.
Dalton likes to save the least credible, or the most credible, least findable of pieces for Sunday before we film on Monday. Not just for Sunday, but Dalton doesn't let you know that he couldn't find it until 1:30 in the morning on Sunday. So the entire review that you've done not only is worthless, but now you have to find and read and review something else.
Sunday night is my time. That is my one day off where I'm not working, or my one day off where I'm not here filming. Sunday night is the only time of the week where I have uninterrupted time at home alone to work. So, I do a lot of my work on Sunday nights.
Doing a lot of your work on Sunday nights is fine, but when you don't have something, doesn't it make sense to procure it hours before filming?
I didn't expect it would be that difficult to find.
You didn't expect that it would be that difficult to illegally find, is what you mean. Because it is a copyrighted work. So finding it online,
I actually offered, I'm like, I can go to the library Monday morning, I can get it read, get it reviewed, and you're like, no.
Okay. Okay. I'm not going to yell at you on the channel.
Because here's the thing. A lot of short stories you can often find via the New Yorker. Because they usually publish in the New Yorker and then they're put in some kind of anthology later.
A lot of times New Yorker's available readily online as well.
A lot of the times Dalton fucks up and can't find caviar.
So what I'm saying is, what good? We pride ourselves on taking in-depth looks into literature.
Yes.
What good would it do for me to be... Oh, we've got to... Just 1 second here. Okay. What good would that do?
There have been 2 times this year that Adrian has said, basically, Dalton, I'm going to murder you. That time was one of them.
Yeah.
The other time was Dalton was running late. Consistently late. We've gotten over this. I would like to point out, now that you're on my schedule, you know how I feel, though, right?
Well, here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
If you name the time, I'm fine.
Yes.
Right? It was Dalton naming the time, not showing up, then saying 15 minutes after he was supposed to be here, I'm on my way.
Yes.
And then not showing up the 45 minutes after that is his normal commute here, and me saying, what's going on, pal? Oh, just a second, I'll be leaving the coffee shop.
Whatever you do, if you're going to interact with Adrian, just be on time.
And here's the thing, I let you name the time.
You let him, he will let you name the time, just be on time.
Just do it.
Anyway, throughout this month, we're also going to be doing a lot of patron poems again. I'm going to go back to talking about the Tiber. We're going to be doing a lot of patron poems. We're going to be doing Auguries of Innocence, perhaps, by William Blake.
Yes.
Which you're excited about.
Blake, here's the thing. I really like Blake.
Okay.
I really enjoy Blake. Blake is one of these poets that, when you sit down to put together thoughts on Blake, it's a cluster.
Okay. We're also going to be doing Eclestables. Some kind of
Ecstaticales.
Ecstaticales. Yes. I like Ecstaticales Part 2.
Ecclesiastes.
Dos. And if you are a patron, you may get contacted sometime this month, because we are trying to get a lot more of our patron poems.
We'll have to have Dos Equis.
Ooh.
For Dos Ecclesiastes.
Ooh, I like that. I don't like Dos Equis, but I like beer. But anyway, we're going to be doing a lot of things throughout the month of November. I'm hoping to get a few more quickies, continue novel writing with Dalton. I have been reading The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. I'd love to get a review in on that. Yeah. But November might be full of a lot of surprises. Those are just what we put in concrete, for sure.
Yes, I am formulating a couple new tags. We will be responding to old tags. Dalton will be wearing guy liner. We're going to get into some things this month.
Fair enough. So if you want to...
If you want to follow us along
through the month of November, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a like as well. We always appreciate a like.
When was the last time you had a fourth?
I hate you so much.
And now I know my heart is a ghost.